Luna here. So summer is starting, and despite what everyone says, Japan, even Tokyo, is not more humid than South Florida. However, in South Florida, we have very strong central AC everywhere. So there is relief from it. Whereas in Japan, you don't have that. Because there's still central AC in most homes in Japan or apartments, it can be pretty hard to stay cool. Even if you do have like those installed ACs, to cool even 2 rooms would be costly. In Miami, I could cool my entire 1 bedroom, living room, kitchen, like apartments, which was roughly the same size as my apartment here in Japan, even in like deep summer, like $80 a month. Over here, even like closing off the sliding doors and just keeping my bedroom and the living room cool will cost anywhere from $90 to $150. So I reserve turning that on for when it gets really hot and like I really just can't bear to have like the windows open, it's dead, there's no breeze running through, and I just have to have it on because the cost is really high. So as the title of this video suggests, if this is your first summer in Japan, I'm going to show you how to keep cool and mostly sweat-free both on the go and at home. So first, let's do on the go. So a lot of people don't have a car, and transportation on the main island is so good that you don't really need it unless you're in the Inaka, which is like the boondocks, and then you do need a car to get anywhere. A lot of people bike, walk, or use public transportations to get around, like the city bus. During that time, you're going to get much sweatier than you would expect if you're coming from America, where you would just walk to your car, turn on the AC, drive, get to the place you're going, walk out, and get into AC. I am actually not a sweaty person at all. I didn't really get like sweaty in Miami, so I was quite surprised when I came here and noticed how sweaty and stinkily I got so quickly. So to combat that sweat and heat and stink, here are some items that you'll need to have with you on the go in Japan. Underarm perspiration pads, refresh wipes slash wipe sheets, a small container of fragrance mist body spray, portable folding fan, or a mini powered battery fan. And for people that already know that they're sweaty, my recommendation is to have a small towel with you. These handkerchiefs or small towels are quite popular in Japan and can be cute, and I would recommend keeping that on you to wipe sweat off your brow or other places. So let's go through this. These are the underarm perspiration pads that I use. I buy them at Daiso, but they're also available at pharmacies. So basically, I will show you how this works. It's a small sheet like this, and you open it much like you would a menstrual pad, if you know how to use those. It's a flat device, and the other side is sticky. So you put it on the inside of your shirt in here. And what it does is it soaks up all that perspiration so it doesn't stain or go through your clothes, making them more wearable. And if you want, you can have multiple of these if you know that you're sweaty in your underarm and change them like in bathrooms on the go. Another thing is that they absorb a lot of the scents, so you always kind of smell fresh as long as you change them. So they come in 3 different colors: black, white, and peach or nude, depending on your actual skin color. The next thing is refresh wipes or sheets. So they come in many different forms. You can get a big block like this, or you can get small portable ones that can come in many different scents or unscented. Now, refresh sheets also have a added bonus that a lot of them have a cooling effect where they use menthol. So when you wipe your body down, it feels cooler, like it's cooling you down. I would I would not go to the store and just stockpile a bunch of those cool refresh sheets if you have sensitive skin. My skin in certain parts are very sensitive. So when I first got like a big pack, I used it to like wipe my shoulder and like underarms, and I immediately noticed like irritation and like it would get red and bumpy. So if you aren't sure, or if you know that you do have sensitive or sensitive prone skin, grab a pack and just do a test. Do a test in the spots where you think they're going to be. And if you're fine, that's great. If not, then regular refresh sheets will work just fine. So my next tip is to have a small bottle of like fragrance mist spray. Perfume here is quite expensive. Like in America, I could go to like Target's or Walmart or any retail store and I can get like a bottle for like, this will cost me $5. The tag is still on this. This is roughly 13 US dollars. and this was the cheapest one available. So make it last. Or bring it with you if you haven't come yet. During the summertime, you can go into any like one-coin stores like Daiso and get like a small little mister spray. I got one with a pattern because I don't do boring. I like cute stuff. So I poured the perfume or fragrance mist into this, and it's very portable. I can put it in my backpack, in my purse, even in my pocket. And anytime you're like, ooh, I'm a little stank, but maybe you're not in a place where you can go to the bathroom and like wipe down, or you forgot your like refresh sheets, you can do this and just kind of like spritz. Feel a little refreshed. Alright, next, I recommend folding fans. This is a big one, and I'll keep big ones at like my job, but you can go to Daiso, any really like dollar store, and you can get like a much smaller one, and they have like a case to make sure that like it doesn't break apart wherever you're carrying it. And this is really great in the summer. Alternatively, you can get a mini electric fan. It's gonna be kind of hit or miss. I have bought one or two that wasn't really strong, or maybe one of them was strong but they broke really fast. So what you want one is that one that's portable and one that carries as well. And the benefit of it is that not only is it electric powered, it carries much easier than your like a folding fan. This probably isn't going to get banged up. It's metal, it's hard, it's protected. It's going to be good. All right, last for on the go. Remember I said about having like a small towel or handkerchief? And so this is a case that holds a bunch of stuff. So over here it holds tissues, and then there's several pockets here. And I also have a pocket here for a little towel. I love Cinnamon Roll. It's my favorite character. And so when you're on the go, you can have this and take it out and like mop your brow or like wipe your arm if it gets really sweaty. And it's very, very useful. Just make sure that like you're changing it out regularly in summer when you're using it to wipe sweat, and you're washing it. So buy like multiple of these, and they're really cheap, so definitely just invest in that and keep that with you. Okay, next section. So now we're going to talk about how to stay cool in the house. So the first thing you're going to need is a sunlight reflecting curtains. They're usually quite sheer, and they should let out a breeze while reflecting the light to keep heat out. So I have one over here in the kitchen, and it looks like this. You should still be able to see me. These I got at Daiso, and they were 300 yen. You can also get like stronger ones from Nitori. It's really like so necessary because you're going to want the windows to be open, like with a bug screen, and like wind to be coming through a breeze. At the same time, you don't want the heat from the sun coming in, so that reflects it. It also works doubly because at night when you still have the windows open, like people can't see in and see you wearing like practically nothing or whatever else, you know. The second thing you're going to want is housewear. So you're going to want like a pair of shorts to wear around the house and a top that's made of very breezy material. There are like shops that will sell like the same way they have like Heat Tech from Daiso. They have like Cool Tech and shirts like that are made for housewear that are designed to like be very breezy and stay dry and keep you cool. The next thing you're going to need is a steady supply of ice. So my fridge comes with an ice maker. It automatically makes ice for me. It's great. But if not, like I said, you can just separate space in your limited freezer to make sure that you have a steady supply of ice. On that same note, ice pops, ice candy, popsicles, whatever they're called in your region or where you're from, you're going to need that. Like I do like ice cream pops, and ice cream is great, but you don't want to be eating that all the time. Because it has a lot of sugar, it has a lot of milk, it's heavy. Ice cream melts faster, another thing. So I think ice pops or ice candy is much better because you can like suck on them for a while and it'll keep you cool. And they do have like different assortments like with less sugar or with fruit juice, and you can also like make your own, like just get like your own like popsicle makers and like put like lemon water with like a little bit of sugar in it, you know, just to keep you cool. So high recommendation in the summer. I constantly have a stream of ice pops in my freezer. Already mentioned a standing electric fan, really important. There are many that are like down low to the ground, and that's fine, but I have one that like stretches up and stands up, and so it's like cooling down from like an angle from up above, so it's really like cooling the whole room. Another thing is to try and like In winter, you want to close off as much doors as possible to keep the warmth in. In summer, you want all the doors like open so that like there's a clear flow of air in the room. You don't have stagnant rooms. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And my last tip is to take a cool shower. Not a cold shower, but a cool shower. So the way my shower room works is that it has like an automatic turn on thing, and you can choose the temperature that it comes out. So I will put the heater up to 38 Celsius, and I'll turn that on until like it's gotten as warm as it's gonna get. And then I'll turn on the cool water with that and adjust it until it's just lukewarm enough. You know, I'm not in a cold stream of water, but it's not like very warm. And as soon as I get home, my clothes come off, I run that, and I rinse off all the sweat. I'm cooling my body down, and it's the best thing that I've discovered. So one of my schools is 2.5 kilometers away, and I bike that there and back. And so on my way back from that school 3 times a week, I just come home, lock the door behind me, clothes come off, run that, rinse all that sweat off, cool down, lay out naked on my bed in front of my fan, blowing straight onto me with an ice pop in my hand, just sucking on it. And that's my routine for like all of July and August and part of September and June. And I highly recommend it if you don't have roommates. And you obviously you have these privacy curtains. So those are my tips for if it's your first time coming to Japan in the summer and you might have a bit of a shock of like, oh my God, I'm not used to dealing with these heat. It's very different when you come to Japan and there is no break from it really. Like you're constantly like outside in a way. And so you kind of have to restructure your home and restructure your habits to create an inside space where it doesn't always feel like you're outdoors. And you can climate control and you can control your body temperature and like how it's well-being, you know? I hope this didn't turn out too long. I intended it to be kind of like short and succinct, but I hope it was very informative. I hope that the length allowed for it to have details for you. And to all my friends who watch this and are coming to Japan, and for anyone else who might come across it looking for info, I hope this helped you. Until next time, goodbye!